The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for the New Media Zone. With your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And a chance to win free movie tickets with the poster pair's name. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Hello and welcome to the New Media Zone. Ed and Dave here. Ed and Dave with you. Just looking to see, I see red dots all across the board, don't you, Dave?
Is that good?
That's what we want.
Red dot, red dot, red dot, red. Yep, there's red dots.
Right.
This is exciting.
We're ready to go. Now, we have a different format tonight because we're going to give a salute to our producer,
Correct.
who, except for 2 shows a couple of weeks ago,
Right.
has been with us mostly over there, working on the programming.
Because you would always, whenever we would speak, you'd see us look over in this direction.
Right.
I was always there on his knees. Sorry, I don't mean anything by that. But
You'll see because we're showing
Right.
the clip at the end, which I'm
Yes.
glad we did. And he came down for the first 2 tapings of this show.
Yes.
And he left for the 3 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the only 2 he missed in the entire 30-plus year run.
Right.
And then only a month ago, he was sitting over here helping us out with the show. And a week later,
Following week, yeah.
a week later, this is how fast things happen, he's gone. So we're going to give a little salute to Jim. We can talk about this now because we always alluded to it. He did have an actual life-size
Yes.
Knight Rider, and we had to say it was on the studio lot somewhere because we didn't want to say it was in his house in case somebody came and got it or something.
It was in his garage, folks.
It was in the garage, and it did show up in a lot of the openings. Michael was in the car.
Michael, my senses are picking up a woman in distress on the beach.
Come on, kid.
As during where we did the Planet of the Apes opening
Yes.
and all that, so
Yes.
it was seen throughout the show. So he did have the life size. I wanted to do a sketch where we took the car and drove through the McDonald's drive-through with it,
Okay.
but during the last couple of years, it wouldn't go in reverse.
I did not know this.
It would. It makes its last appearance in the web series. As the car, I got a shot of the girl getting out of the car and walking in, but somehow he backed the car up, and I got a shot of it driving into the garage. So that'll be Kit's last appearance.
Someone must have helped push it out of the garage.
I don't. There was something with the shifting, and it wouldn't.
Well, the car, how old is the car? 30-some years old, right?
Yeah. So that was the one thing. It was in great shape. Other than that,
Well, he kept it covered.
yes.
I always walk by it every time we would go do the show. It was in the garage. Walk by it. So yeah, there you have it. Just it's terrible. I don't know what to say, really. Just a good, genuinely good, decent person, and there's just not a lot of them out there.
So at the end of the show,
Right.
salute to Jim with that clip that I'm glad we did. Now, I wanted
Right.
to do a thing where he would come on. We might not do any movies tonight. We got a bunch of crap, right? We'll try and get to him. No game tonight.
No game.
Because of the tribute at the end. It says 6 minutes long.
Okay.
We'll keep an eye on that. It was the show where I took the cameras, and luckily I did it on the last show of the taping. I wanted to get what our view was for 30 years.
Right.
I think in the beginning, wasn't he in his mother's house in another room? We didn't even see him during that taping.
You know what?
You don't remember?
I don't remember.
I should have known that.
Oh, wait a minute. It was on the other side of the stairwell.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
okay.
couldn't even see
Yeah.
him then.
That's right.
But for many years, he was over here directing the show. and I took the cameras. I forgot to set it up before we started taping. So during the show, I got up and grabbed the 2 cameras, and I got our view.
Right.
And I'm glad I did it because we got a view of what Jim was doing for the past many years over in the corner. And I wanted to have him come on and talk about all the shows we did and the wacky sketches and things, but he did not like to go on camera a lot. He was behind the scenes.
He was behind the screen scenes.
Which I did find. So I may have that similar thing where we were talking. Was it a spoof kind of? Or it was a spoof?
Yeah.
Talking how we produced this fabulous show. It was actually public access. Right. So I did find that tape, so we may have that. I don't know who was on it. I know he was on it.
Bill Levy was on it.
Bill Levy was on it. So a lot of interesting things I'm finding going through the 30-year collection of tapes.
Oh. Now I will say you won't be bored in retirement. Because now you have extra things to look at and go through and muddle your brain with.
Here's a man who knew I had a lot of stuff. But not until we came down and started doing the show here, and I said, we can wander out there. If you want to see Quint being eaten by a shark, we got that.
Maybe we'll take the camera like you did and we'll turn it around in here, and we'll see why your wife doesn't come down here.
Well, she doesn't come down.
Except to do laundry, maybe. That might be about it.
It's too early for her.
Put the blinders on and go right past everything that's here.
Right. So let's get to it here. Let's do some films. That's what we do here.
We have 2 films, right? 3. We have Life Itself. We have, whatever yours says, The Sisters Brothers.
The Sisters Brothers.
And The House with a Clock in Its Wall.
I've seen that trailer all summer long at the movies.
Are you ready to go see it?
I actually am going to see it.
Oh,
only because I've seen the trailer.
Then the trailer did what it's supposed to do.
I guess so.
I thought it was going to be another one of those Goosebumps.
That is coming out also, and I think we'll be doing it in a couple weeks.
Dear God. Life Itself. Just waiting for the right moment. Are we going to play the thing? Then?
Go ahead. We're a couple seconds in.
So Life Itself stars Oscar Isaac, Olivia Wilde, Annette Bening, and Mandy Patinkin. I like saying Patinkin. Just like I like saying Lolita Davidovich. I like to say Patinkin. As a young New York couple goes from college romance to marriage and the birth of their first child, the unexpected twists of their journey create reverberations that echo over continents and through lifetimes in life itself. Director and writer Dan Fogelman examines the perils and rewards of everyday life in a multi-generational saga featuring an international ensemble. Set in New York City and Carmona, Spain, Life Itself celebrates the human condition and all of its complications with humor, poignancy, and love. Rated R for language, including sexual references, some violent images, and brief drug use. This sounds like a TV show, Ed.
Well, it is from the creator of This Is Us.
A show I have never seen.
Yeah, I've seen some of that under protest when somebody in my household turns that on. Oh. It seems very, I think this is a word, maudlin. Is that a word?
Maudlin? Do you know what that means?
Like
or you just think it fits?
I think it means tear jerking, and there's all kinds of violins to tug at our tears and things.
Ed, we're coming soon to the Hallmark Christmas season. That's when I watch all those fine Christmas movies, and I always cry for those fine Hallmark romantic comedies.
You did say that, and I don't see how that happens, really. I can see how Kevin Smith cried when Burt Reynolds died, and he came on Facebook Live, and I guess his father liked Burt Reynolds, and they shared the films together, and it brought a tear.
Did it?
I wouldn't do that on Facebook, but maybe in the privacy of your own house, you would cry about Burt Reynolds. This is what people do today. As soon as something happens, we go on Facebook.
I know. Don't I know? Every move people make, they're on Facebook sharing it, which, I don't know. What happened to privacy?
Well, this is how we go now.
Is it?
Do you see how kind of smooth I'm getting with the clips?
You're getting good at this. You're getting good, I guess.
We're getting there.
All right, what's next, Ted?
I'm going to do this, the Sisters Brothers, and I'm also going to play the clip.
Uh-oh. Wow.
So
you are, what do they call that? Multi-purpose.
Do you see how this is even not on camera anymore?
I do.
As long as I have my finger on the right buttons, I can
Oh.
do this.
Can you now? I don't see anything happening. There you go.
And then do this.
Wow. Slick.
The Sisters Brothers. John C. Reilly, Joaquin Phoenix, and Jake Gyllenhaal. These are names I don't like to say. Joaquin, is that the correct way to
Yes.
say that? And Gyllenhaal?
Yeah.
It is 1851, and Charlie and Eli's sisters are both brothers and assassins. Boys grown to men in a savage and hostile world. The sisters' brothers find themselves on a journey through the Northwest, bringing them to the mountains of Oregon, a dangerous brothel in the small town of Mayfield, and eventually the gold rush land of California. A journey that will test the deadly family ties that bind. But can it also be the path to rediscovering what remains of their humanity? Rated R for violence, including disturbing images, language, and some sexual content.
Oh. Well, you know they did that in the 1800s. Ed.
Hopefully not involving John C. Reilly.
Oh. You have some fine actors in this film.
The sisters.
That Jake Gyllenhaal and Joaquin Phoenix.
Didn't he retire from acting a while
No,
ago?
that was his shtick he was trying at the time, just to be a little different. By the way, have you seen that show Ozarks on Netflix?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have Netflix when Lost in
had-
Space and
you
Stranger
had-
Things are on,
you had
and
the
then
free
I
trial.
cancel it almost immediately.
Well, I'm just I'm stealing it from my son, using his account.
Oh, that's a good way to do
Yeah,
it.
it is. When it's you know what he owes me.
Yeah.
27 years of paying for whatever he does. Living. He owes me $10 a month. In perpetuity. All right, The House with a Clock in Its Wall, which stars Kate Blanchett, Kyle MacLachlan, and Jack Black. Starring, directed by Eli Roth. In the tradition of Amblin classics, where fantastical events occur in the most unexpected places, this magical adventure tells the spine-tingling tale of 10-year-old Lewis, who goes to live with his uncle in a creaky old house with a mysterious tick-tocking heart. But his town's sleepy facade jolts to life with a secret world of warlocks, witches, when Lewis accidentally awakens the dead. Rated PG for thematic elements including sorcery, some action, scary images, rude humor, and language.
Yeah, I don't know why seeing this trailer almost once a week all summer long.
Every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday when I went with the producer to the movies.
Right.
So I'm glad we got to do that. And we saw mostly good films and bad trailers.
And bad trailers. I still do not understand how Jack Black is an actor.
Well, I like him in that one film. You know which film I like him in for some unknown reason.
No, I don't.
Shallow Hal.
Oh, awful. Awful.
I think I like it mainly for Jason Alexander.
Oh, that could be.
And,
For me, well, there are many things that was wrong with that new King Kong, other than it was 3.5 hours and had some incredibly, unbelievably ridiculous occurrences and events throughout the film. But him being in it was just awful. That was just the worst casting. I will watch the original.
yeah.
I'd even watch Son of Kong before I would watch that one again.
Yeah, I watched that one when it hits an hour in. It takes them an hour to even get to the island
Right.
in that one.
You can't do this alone. I can help you.
Yeah, it's not like they have to build the story up. Everyone knows the story.
Yeah, it could have been a nice, tight hour 40-minute Peter
You know,
Jackson.
I'd even go 210. I'll give you
210 on that
210.
one.
Not 3.5. Not 4.5 when you're watching it on TV with all the commercials in it. And Adrian Brody's nose.
All right, that's our movies for the. I keep expecting us to show up on this monitor.
So do I.
We don't do that.
No.
Here's our monitors over here.
Yeah, look how small the monitors are. You know, Ed, we're not getting any younger. That's not looking very clear, and I can barely see them.
As long as we look like we're centered in the proper areas in each shot, which we can kind of see, right?
Yeah, I guess. I just got this weird square around my head that keeps moving.
Oh, that's the identifying a human square.
Well, you're a human. How come you're not being identified?
I don't have that turned on in that camera. Only the one.
Look at it. Look at the way it follows me. Okay.
Okay, it's halfway through the show. This is the time where we take a look at the new DVD releases, and I should put it on this one. It's 4K digital downloads, and however you receive your entertainment.
Hey, aren't they making 8K TVs now?
Are they?
Yes. How many Ks can you get in a TV?
I think there's an 8K and then maybe one more, and then the human eye can't discern the difference between them.
Oh, look, that's very slick, Ed. It's a good move.
Do you like that?
I did. I like that. All right. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Isn't this still in theaters? Or as my father would say, theaters?
It still has one showing at Colony Center. You know, that's when you know the run is almost over.
And how many billions has this one made?
Not as much as the first. Mm-hmm. It was pretty good. It was more in line with the second Jurassic. Did they call that World?
I think it was Jurassic World, the second one.
Yeah.
Or Lost World.
Lost World.
Lost World.
Where there's poachers coming on the island.
Well, I have not seen this one.
Really wasn't much of a story in this one. You just see dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs.
Run around. Okay. I did see that during the summer.
Ooh, the X-Files.
This were there 2 remake or reboot series?
I think there was a movie and then like an 8-episode series recently, not too long ago. I think that might be it. I don't know.
I think they did that twice, though.
Perhaps.
This is the second one.
Perhaps.
I think this is it, though.
Oh, Supergirl.
Supergirl.
Jeb Bush thinks she's hot.
What?
You don't recall that during the presidential campaign?
Huh.
Someone, I don't know, I don't remember what the exact question was. But she came up on some interview with him, and
Oh, yeah?
he very creepily said she was hot.
Oh, I guess he hasn't watched
Pretty
the
much.
show where there's a lot of lesbian activities going on.
Maybe
with
he
the
likes that,
superheroes.
but that pretty much killed his campaign. Just say Supergirl is hot, and
Yeah, these things will do it and make an odd sound.
right, and be Howard. What was it? Howard Dean go. I
I don't know why that ended his career. He's just making a happy sound.
No, that didn't sound happy.
No, sounded
Sounded
odd.
like something bad happened to him. Oh, the complete series, and a new one is coming out, Ed. A remake.
I don't think you can remake that.
Well, they did, so I believe you're wrong.
They have the Higgins character is now a female and British.
Right.
They do have the dogs and the car and the helicopter and guy and whoever the other guy, whatever his thing was. I watched I liked the theme and then I would turn it off almost immediately.
Well, see, they're remaking these, series, and they're changing the genders. Right?
Yes.
And they did that new movie Overboard, and they switched the genders.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I want. This is what I demand, Ed.
Okay.
Charlie's Angels, men. Men should be Charlie's Angels. And I don't know what to call it, Charlene's Angels. I don't care what you call it, but I want equal opportunity. So I want it to be men.
Okay.
That's it. I'm done.
That's a whole different thing if it's
It
men.
would be. Whoa. Where do you find these things?
It comes up on the feed. No matter, and let's see, I don't think I had a trailer for this. It wasn't bad enough that I would put the trailer on. No.
Nope.
But Weed Wolf.
Weed Wolf.
I think that was from that Wild Eye releasing that puts those Polonia brothers.
It's a combination of Wolfman and Reefer Madness.
Right.
There you go.
And the Giant Bong or whatever.
Cheech and Chong. Throw them in there too.
Let's see. Cheech, Chong, what was in the
Tommy Chong.
Yeah, Evil Bong. It was.
Was it really?
There's a series of 3 Evil Bong movies with an evil talking Bong guy who I guess killed people.
I don't know whether to be impressed or frightened that you know this.
I only know it because I go through the DVD releases every week.
Wow.
And I see that's from the studio that brought us the Puppets. The Puppet Master series.
Okay.
Full Moon, I think it was. All right.
We got 10 minutes.
We have 10 minutes. We have 6.
Technically 4.
Yeah, that's right. So we did mention we're going to see the clip of our producer, which I enjoy. Now, this was found at the old studios. I didn't know. I knew we had come up with this Venture series. I knew we shot about 2 scenes for it, but I didn't know there was a shooting script for it, which was found. And my brother was apparently one of the stars, Byron Williams, John Seaton, Sue Porcari. I was playing Miles. I don't know who that was. And Jim was, it's listed here as Bob Bouchot, but it was Jim, was going to have the old man mask on and play Gordy, the comic relief of the show.
I don't even ever recall anything about this.
I'm
not involved. So
this was a time you were not involved with the show.
Right.
This was 84, right? We have the shooting script, one of 84. And I thought this was supposed to be like a Hardy Boys thing, but I guess we upped the age, so they were in their
Hardy
20s.
Men?
Hardy Men. I think it was my brother and...
I might not want to say that again, though.
Hardy Men?
Hardy Men.
I'm going to isolate. This episode was called Winter Wonder Maniac. And there was a killer in there. This was actually written by Jim Moore, which is why I don't remember it. I remember shooting a couple scenes. I was apparently producing this project, I see there.
Unbeknownst to you, yes. Well,
so
you get your name put in the credits. You don't really have to do anything.
Next week, since we have another Jim coming down, one of our early, I call them the not ready for public access players. Right. Coming down next week.
If you're not ready for public access, what are you ready for?
So I think we're going to have, see if we can find a scene with 3 characters, and we're going to recreate a film that was never done, or a series, and we're going to do what they call a table read, Dave. And we're going to...
I'm stuck on the old recreate. Can you recreate something that never happened?
No.
Okay.
We're going to create a thing that was never done.
Okay.
Just like they did on one of the Lost in Space Blu-rays. Bill Mumy had an episode written to wrap up the Lost in Space series. Okay. But Irwin Allen said, if I decide to do a wrap-up to Lost in Space, I will do it. And dismissed Bill Mumy's scripts. So they did a table read later. That's what we're going to do.
All right.
So it's about time we're going to show our tributes to our producer. And I'm just thinking, now, as you know out there, folks, the past few weeks, the producer did all of the production, which we're going to see here. I just remembered I have to put a disc in over here.
Oh, no.
So we're going to see this done live. He would do it in the corner. I have everything set up over here. And right now a disc should be popping out. It says open, right? I'm not nuts?
It does say open.
Oh, there we go.
There you go.
As far as they go. Why is this one blurry? That should be focusing. Right? Yeah, okay. We're good. You want to test this out? We can only test it out with the DVD camera. That's the one we'll see. So I kind of have to send these in the same direction. Now, as we shoot this show, this is the view we get here. There's our producer.
On your knees!
He conducts the show kneeling.
Zoom in on that fine beverage of his.
Hey, look at this. I'm a cameraman.
Not a good one. Look how shaky that is.
Oh, yeah. I got to do this one, too, for high def. There's the producer. He is on what is called a pillow down there. Now, I asked him many times throughout the years, can we get you set up on a chair over there somehow? And no.
The cement blocks.
Oh, yeah. This whole thing is set. Do you throw those in the dumpster when we're done here?
You could show our monitor that we're looking at with the blocks underneath it too.
That's that we get into freaky times there. There's used to be the stagehand Tony would sit there. This is good. I can do this with two hands here, two cameras.
I'm getting a little dizzy just looking at it.
This is the
That tells us when the show airs, that handwritten note.
and that's the clock, which is from Mr. Inslee's. Where did you get that? Did you get that or buy it?
Burns in County Center.
Oh, Burns the camera store.
Yeah.
Holy cow. And over here, you get a better grip on that. This is where I got the two cameras from here. Now holding.
I just wonder how many people are watching this going, what the hell is this?
This is avant-garde, the television. There's that's a Papa's-on chair from Pier 1. And we're going to
Getting dizzy.
swing around. Here's that couple of shows ago, I said the pile of boxes that are over there. Where are they? Over here. You see from numerous numerous boxes of JVC equipment.
Did you get the washer dryer?
I can't get that from here.
It's blocked by your stuff there.
This is where we would keep Michael's props in here. This is where down at the end there. This is kind of a cool view here. This is the poppers. Where are those? There they are.
Right here. There's the poppers. These are some spent poppers.
Those are spent. Now if I can get the camera. At some point this may just cut out when I'm out. I think I'm out of juice here. I can't get Kong in. That's too bad. He's behind this.
Oh, you won't be able to see Kong.
Kong is behind.
There, wait, can you see him a little bit? Here, can I get the camera here?
Hang on.
Cable.
I don't think we have a lot of slack left here. No, that's it. We
No,
can't
that's
get.
it. No Kong.
I wonder. Now, the producer, could you put this shot on? Come over here and grab these cameras and get what I'm not seeing behind here. I think we can do that. Take these two. Don't ruin our sandwich if we're using on the all new. This is a wacky shot here. Why not? Something we haven't done. There we go. You got Kong on the DVD, and of course the high def. There he is behind it. What was that game that's behind there? Blinder. The Soundtracks game is back there.
Is that from that Fine Music Spotlight TV show?
The music spot. And can you get the back of the equipment? Can you swing it around and get God only knows?
I didn't even need to be here for this episode.
Yes, you do. How many plugs are go into the production of this show?
This place is going to be shut down as a fire hazard. Look at the wires.
Now we can't touch any of these, or we go totally. We move the show to the House of Frankenstein. Anybody need to do your wash? All right, let's take it back to the talent here.
Oh, that's the funniest thing you've ever said. The talent.
The producer will head back. Oh, there's one more thing I should try and get over here. Can you see the hot water heater right here? Right there. All right. That's our view. One more time. Let's see the view, the actual view when we look out here. There's our cameras we're looking at. High def and standard def. This will be down to one or two cameras when this is the all new.
You know, when you go all new, it's supposed to be improved. We're getting rid of crap. Pretty thick piece of paper. I deal with these things.
Yes, producer. Did you have a question?
No, he wants us to wrap it up.
Oh,
Wrap it up.
You see where the producer talks into the microphone, which is apparently stuck in a cinder block there.
It's a real microphone.
That's a hell of a production we've got. How did we even put a show of this quality together with that kind of equipment over there? I don't know. He did it. Hey, we'll see you next time.
The New Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.